Okay, right now I'm down about 150 yards from that hump over by the pond where those beds were, up on top of that hump, on the slope of that hump. And we know that buck's bedding there, you know, sometimes, probably mostly with a west wind. And as I came down in here more, there are a lot of trails down in this bedding area that's to the east that I pointed down and said that there's usually a scrape line going through. That scrape line is in there, and the scrapes were, you could tell they were being hit quite a bit this year. I actually just checked the camera that has been on them scrapes that I forgot even was there, and there's 2,400 pictures on it, so it sat there the whole rut. So it's going to be interesting to see what's on there. But I'd already killed my buck on the 4th of November, so I wasn't in here bothering the deer because I had other friends that were hunting on this farm. I didn't want to, mess it up. But we're just trying to put together the pieces of the puzzle for the bucks that we know that are left in here for next year. And there's a lot of good sign in here. This is a good bedding area. I shot about 150-inch, mid 150s buck in here in 2009, laying right in one of his beds right over here with the muzzle loader. And you can see that the bucks are using this quite a bit. There's hundreds. I mean, I've literally seen hundreds of rubs so far down along the edge of the swamp. And a lot of them are up higher on the trees. Some of them have shavings underneath them from recent. So they've been hit recently, and I know the racks are still on a few of the bucks, but if you come up this trail, it's a little bit of a high spot. And once you get up here, there are beds up here underneath these trees, and a lot of the limbs where these beds are broken off above where they'd be laying, and that tells me that, I'm assuming that there's bucks bedding right here on this knob. It slopes up a little bit higher right here, so this would almost be like somewhere they'd want to bed on a north wind, maybe. I'm just guessing right now, but definitely beds under these trees, these hawthorns, or whatever you want to call them, crabapple. And finding that all those broken branches under there makes me think that they're buck beds, and the amount of rubs that are right down here below it sure makes me think that that's what we got going on. So this is another potential bedding area for that buck, and we'll just try to use this to our advantage to put up a plan for him for next year.